Hello everyone, this is Tails109 and welcome back to East. In the last video, we started tracking out the tower to reclaim some of our silver equipment and pick up 2 more books of each, one of which was guarded by a ridiculous boss that I truly hate. And we got a rod after the 5th boss, which allows us to go through these mirrors to do this mirror maze. Now, I'm going to go for the silver shield right now, the silver armor, which is in this floor. To get there, follow this path. Go into this mirror, go all the way down to this mirror right here. Then you want to go into the mirror in here, and don't die for one thing when dealing with these guys. You can trick them like that. Go into this mirror, and inside here is the shield. Try to position yourself in a way that you won't really get hurt, and you'll get the silver armor. Now we can actually feel like we can live again. Hooray! It's wrong. There we go. Now we gotta go through the path that leads to the exit. So follow carefully. Go into this mirror like last time, and then we want to go into this mirror up here. Then take the mirror to the right and go into the one that's right behind you from where you spawn. And there you are. You're at the end. I hope you followed through that. My S key isn't that good anymore, so switching between the rings is going to be a slightly bigger hassle. So let's continue going up a little while longer. From here, you want to go to the bottom left paths to get to the chest, which gives you the battle shield, and then an enemy spawns right behind you. So equip your shield quickly to deal with these guys. Hooray. And now we go up to these top paths, and we're in another floor now. Hooray. Do ignore the stairway that we're going to be seeing to our left. Just hang on. Do not go up here just yet. Instead, you actually want to go down this way. This will lead you to Rano's attics, which we heard about earlier in the tower. Again, I want to get all my health while I am out here. There is an enemy on this bridge still, so be a little careful. Wait, there's 2 of them. That's different. There. You might want to save before going in here, because the enemies in here are pretty fast and can be pretty tough to deal with. Oh gosh. Thankfully, it's not that long. Now, thankfully, we are wearing the blue necklace. You see this door? This is the door that will only open to evil. And this is the one time the evil ring has any use. Wearing this, it will see us as evil, and the door will open. Simple as that. And then switch back to any ring you wish. And now... Rhea?
Oh, Adol! It's me, Rhea, the Troubadour. Do you remember? I had faith that you would come. I had let myself be captured. I knew no other way to find you, and there was something I had to tell you. It's in regards to the man who ultimately locked me in this room. His name is Darkfact. He is a fearsome man of ill intent, who has a jet black kid to intimidate those around him. He means to use the power of the monsters to exercise control over all of Asteria. He may even aspire to conquer the entire world. Adol, you possess the books of East, do you not? Should Darkfact acquire those books, the world would suffer consequences most dire. Please, you must somehow put a stop to his evil ambitions. Very few people in the world are capable of reading the books of East anymore. You, more than any, have earned the right to do so. Please, take this with you. It will grant you the power to read the ancient language of East.
A monocle? This lets us read ancient texts? How's that make sense?
When you have read all 6 of the books, the full scope of the legend shall become known. Adol, please uncover the truth.
Well, we have the monocle. Why not take the time to actually read some of our books that we got? Let's read this one, for instance. The Book of Mesa. We have finally found ourselves cornered in the Temple of Solomon. The 6 great demons dog our every step, and will be upon us soon. We have decided to leave this land for now, in hope that we may one day return. Take heed, O divided peoples. For grievous times loom upon all paths of the future. But do not lose hope, for time is decreed that a guide shall come. O peoples, still your laments. Interesting, right? Now let's read this book, which is... oh, the Book of Gemma. Luna Gemma's book, eh? Alright then. He came, bringing his demon hordes with him, and amidst our darkest terrors, the goddesses disappeared. They have not been seen hence. Have we been forsaken? We, of the line of Gemma, know an ancient story. It speaks of an amulet made of a translucent blue crystal. This amulet, the story says, has the power to destroy the demon's shredded curses. Take note, however, of the weight that time has wrought upon this tale. Proceed with wisdom, for there is danger. Alright, there's Gemma's book, so let's take that off and keep our blue necklace on for safety purposes as we climb down these stairs and head back into Randall's Annex. That wasn't fair! That wasn't fair! What the heck? Alright. Great. I'm probably not going to finish this in this video anymore. That distraughts me. I was hoping maybe I could try to get this finished quickly. So now we skip through the text. This is gonna waste time. How was I supposed to expect I was gonna get trapped in a corner? Alright there. And I think I have to read these before Gemma will take any recognition of the book in the first place. Alright there. Alright, I don't think that wasted too much time. But I'm saving before I leave this room again. There. You can't do it again. Yeah, I hate these guys. Let's get our health back. I'm so glad I'm out of there. Anyways, now that we have Gemma's book, we actually have to go all the way back to him to show him the book. And we definitely want to do it now while backtracking will be at a minimal. You wouldn't want to go all the way to the top floor and then have to go all the way back like I used to think I had to do it. Thank you for being slower than the other guys. Ugh, I'm losing my health. That's bad. So go back the way we came. All the way back to about the 11th floor, I think it is. I'm not going to worry too much about my health right now. I know that's reckless, but whatever. I'll at least save. Back into this mirror, and then walk around this way. Wrong way. Wrong way. I meant this way. To this mirror here, take the one to the left, and then just search for this mirror right here. We are back. So let's head further down and listen to the rockin' track. It is 80s and I love it. How could you not love the 80s? Such a glorious time for music. And I'm not gonna worry too much about my health because by now these guys should be incredibly weak. Because I've got my silver armor rack and I've got an amazing shield. I wonder how confused most people got with the backtracking first time playing, because I know for sure this took me a while. We might as well count it a puzzle. So now we want to head up these stairs where we last saw Gemma, and then talk to him to show him the Book of Gemma. Adol, it's me, Luna Gemma. I was telling you that was... Didn't I? Oh, I forgot. Why, do you have the Book of Gemma? That's my family's ancestral album. I lost it when I was a little boy, and I've always wondered where it may have gone to. Back then, my father told me something. He said that the one who found all 6 books of East would be granted the power to bring peace to Asteria. Adol, this is another ancient heirloom passed down in my family, and I'd like for you to have it. The blue amulet. We will need this to enter the final boss door. My leg is a bit worse than I had previously thought. I think I'll stay here in safety and rest for a bit longer. I'll be fine. You have to go, right? Don't you worry about me. Once my legs stop throbbing, I'll make my way out of here. So, this reminds me of a story. This is actually my second take recording this video. The first time, it got corrupted and didn't pick up a thing. I didn't realize until after I saved, so I had to play through the entire game over again. It only took about 2 hours and 20 minutes though, so it's not the biggest loss at the very least. And I'm most certainly glad about that. But still, it frustrated me to have to go all the way back. But we're fine now. All that's left to do is reach the very top while trying to find the rest of the battle equipment, because obviously that would be of great use. We're about to enter the mirror maze again. Hooray! That means we're at least getting there. Alright, so once again, take the path that leads to the exit. Deal with annoying enemies. Go in here to the right and in the one we came out of. Hooray. Oh, he's faster than me. I forgot he's faster than me. Now I might want to start getting my health back. I love how fast it goes in this version. I think it's a little faster in the PC CD version though, but it's still really fast here, and that's what matters. So now we're gonna go up here, and this time we're actually going to go up here in through the stairway and onward to the next floor. And I would recommend equipping the mirror here. There is the small hallway filled with enemies. You want to freeze them with the mirror, or else you're going to take in so many hits that chances are you're going to die before you get anywhere close to the end of the hall. It's really worth it. Then re-equip the blue necklace, because you won't still need it. There we go. If you have the mirror, that floor is easy. If not, you really got to rely on luck. Now here we want to take the path to the right. Wow. Take the path to the right, go down here, and go up the stairs that are over here. This will lead us to the next piece of battle equipment. Once again, collect your health before going on. There we go. And also be sure to save. You don't want to have to go all the way back. Whoops. Save here. There we go. I was pretty far back, so I think that was good. Oh, gosh. Here we'll get the battle armor. If you don't have the blue necklace equipped, you will be teleported slightly back, so be sure to have it equipped to save time. And now our defense is as good as it can possibly get, so for the most part we won't have to worry about the regular enemies by this point. As you can see, these guys can barely hurt us anymore. But still, there are some enemies up above that still deal a significant amount of damage even so. Now we want to take the path that actually brings us to the top, so go all the way down here and go to the far left. And tremble in fear of the Saynargs. Stop kicking my back. There we go. Coming up next is probably the toughest room in the entire game. You definitely want to save before you start crossing this giant hallway. A group of enemies are going to break through the wall and start attacking you. What you actually want to do though is go in that hole that they break through, because this is where the flame sword is being held, and save before you fight these guys. They probably will murder you. Oh, I got them stuck. Oh, jeez. Well, I'm gonna say I got really lucky here. There. The flame sword is now ours. Best sword in the game. My microphone is falling. I don't like that. So, yeah, now we're as strong as we could possibly be. I don't want to go out there with this little health. That is very risky. I'm almost certainly going to die if I try. Alright. Unfortunately, I'm inside, so this is slower. So, you know what? I am going to save and take my chances. Dang it, they're fast. Oh, I got lucky there. Hooray! This track is not in the PC-88 version. It was added. I like the work they took in to actually recreate the tracks on PC-88 Yamaha sound chip. I think that's awesome. We've got one more mirror maze to solve. So once again, follow the path I show. You go in here first of all. Then you take this path to the right. Oh, stop hitting me! Why did that happen? This is why you save. So go in here, and then travel down this way. There's a mirror on the other side. Take the one to the left, and we are through. That's it. Next up is the next boss. Obviously, you want to heal before you go and fight this guy. And while I find it pretty easy on all the other modes, on Nightmare mode, this guy is gonna take some real skill. It disappointed me. But we're gonna wait till we're at full health, and of course we want to save before going through. Alright, and now we fight Yogelks and Umilkum, two heads. They have these objects circling around them. You always want to go out to the yellow head. Every time you hit him, he will change heads, which means no, you cannot just go for a million hits unless you attack him in the center. But in Nightmare mode, that is just way too risky, and you're almost certainly going to die if you try. So for now, we want to play this fight safe. I think now would be a... Okay, there. As he loses health, he'll eventually start losing some of his projectiles, and it gets a little easier. He moves them faster to compensate, but really, the beginning is easily the hardest part. I'm so screwed, so I might as well do this anyway. Well, see, now he's only got 3. Oh, jeez. So, once he has less, you really want to go for those openings. I really don't want to die right now. There we go. I'm going to have to try and play this really carefully, because one more hit is most certainly going to kill me. That didn't work out. Now he only has 2. They move a little faster now, too. It's going to be a little harder, a little more hard to get through a safe opening. Once it gets to 1, though, the fight is basically over. The only way you'll probably get hurt is if you make a really dumb mistake. I rushed it there. Let's see if I can try and finish this in this video. So yeah, this first part is pretty much the hardest part of the fight. Simply because it's hard to avoid touching any of his projectiles. In the other modes, you could kind of rush it because you probably won't lose health quick enough for it to be a real problem. Alright, I'm doing pretty good so far. I jinxed it. I really jinxed it there. There we go. I'm in decent standings right now. Alright. Oh, I missed. I hate it when I miss so much. Alright. So, it might help to kind of go around him in a circle in this part of the fight. Ow. Oh, how did I miss that? Alright, he's only got 1 left. This is kind of when you can just go in for it, but still try to be careful, as this is still the hardest mode. And now I'm really scared. I can survive one hit, but I'll probably end up getting hit twice if... Oh, right there. He's down. You've got to be really patient and only go in when you feel like you've got a good opening. And this leads to the final boss. Now, before you fight the final boss, you have got to re-equip your silver equipment, or else this guy will not die. He's only vulnerable to silver equipment. So let's fight the final boss. Dark fact. Well now, you must be the swordsman dear Rhea spoke of. Your efforts to acquire the books of these have been truly impressive. I salute you. But in unlocking the secrets contained therein, you have brought my plan to full circle. Upon your death here today, the name of Dark Fact shall be sealed into the pages of history. When the 6 books are gathered, a great power shall be revealed. But sadly, you are not fated to see it. So he moves really crazily while a whole bunch of fireballs are constantly attacking you. And every time you hit him, he destroys a part of the arena. If you're standing on that spot, when it happens, you instantly die. Really, the biggest problem here isn't the fireballs, but just the floor going down itself. And as such, it makes this fight really difficult. I really want to try and get this done, because there's nothing left after this fight. After this, we finish the game. Really, this is one boss whose difficulty really doesn't change based off the difficulty. Yeah, he deals more damage, but it doesn't really mean anything in this fight. You're gonna get hit no matter what. Don't even try to avoid getting hit. It's inevitable in this one. If anyone can do it, please show me. I would love to be surprised. But this boss is really annoying, though I always seem to do it completely on the boss rush mode. Every time I fight him in the file, I always seem to get massacred. Ooh. Come on. And there I got caught by the disappearing platform. I'm gonna keep this going until I win. I don't care if I go overboard by this point. This is the last part of the game. There's no reason to have to make another video just to beat this guy. So, watch me fail. I knew I was going to be failing a lot when I got to this fight. That wasn't a smart move on my part. And mainly, I might actually die due to the fireballs, because I can never reach him. Wow! This is problematic. I hope I can edit this. If I can edit this, that'd be great, because this might actually go on for a while. Seems to move in the same pattern all the time at the very least. If I did that, I should... Oh, I really screwed it up this time. Just kill me, I don't care anymore. Ugh, yeah. This final boss is really annoying. He's much easier in the other versions of the game. And a lot more tolerable at that. There we go. Gosh! This is the one time the fireballs actually are the issue. Because that didn't actually kill me more this time. It's usually the complete opposite. Too bad I can't pause in the middle of a boss fight. Too bad I can't use a heal potion in the middle of the boss fight. I would love to do that. I would love to. But I can't. So we're just gonna keep going at this. I still prefer this guy over Conscar because it's not 100% luck-based. There's some luck involved, sure enough, but it takes a little more skill. Still, this is really annoying. I was about to say, how come I keep narrowly missing, but then I hit him. Oh, not again! I swear, I do this off camera and then suddenly I win. If I knew I was gonna fail the 6 balls a bunch of times, I might have made this a separate video just because. Now I'm inclined to finish it. Hallelujah! And I completed the achievement of beating this game on Nightmare mode. Now, if you go to his cloak, you find the last book of Ys. Hooray! Let's read it, shall we? You have to read this to actually end the game. The game will not end otherwise, so let's read it. Suddenly, in the new light of the rising sun, his siege stopped. Wherefore it happened, no one knows even now. But there was rejoicing, for it meant the end of our suffering. To ensure that he should never return, we have sealed away the power of Ys. It lies within the 6 books, and will be given to one who collects them all, so that he may become a guide, and lead us to peace. But heed, ye who reads these words. Those who use the powers of demons shall one day be consumed by them. The prosperity held within is a lie. It is he who leads that shapes the form of evil. All that is, jewel and adamant alike, is a treasure of Ys, as given us by our merciful goddesses. When Adol held all 6 books, a powerful white light filled his vision, and a great feeling of serenity overtook him. Now I'm just gonna say, this game always crashes before showing the credits, so I guess I might as well say my thoughts on the game now. I think it's a fun game, with the exception of a couple of parts, like a couple of the bosses. Maybe I should just talk about the stuff after beating the second game. I don't know. The morning sun began to rise. Gradually, the sky brightened, and the tower's outline began to shimmer like a mirage. As if freed from captivity, birds began to sing, and the demons dissolved into air. Adol felt the weight of a long journey lift from his heart. The world was at peace. It was as though the historic bounty of Ys had been laid before him to fill his eyes and soul. As the things written in the books vanished, one by one, the shapes of the goddesses began to materialize. Though their faces were unfamiliar, Adol felt in some way that he had always known them. As he looked down upon the earth, he could see Jeba's house, quiet and humble. He wondered if Fina's memory had come back. He decided that when he returned, he would immediately tell her of all that he had seen. A dazzling light, seemingly from all sides at once, bathed Adol in radiance. He felt certain that it must be wishing him peace and good fortune. And so, Adol began a new journey. That's East 1. It's got an awesome soundtrack. Wait, the credits actually... Oh, okay then. I love this credit tune so much. Because, once again, the music is freaking outstanding. Starting by 1986, Nyan Falcom really knew how to make the most out of the sound chips they were given. Starting with Xanadu Scenario 2. And ever since then, the music has pretty much always been fantastic. The story, for the time period, it's got some good points to it, but again, this was 1987, story was not the biggest deal. It wouldn't be until the next game, which came out a year later, that story would suddenly become a much bigger influence. And I must say, it ties in with this first game pretty darn well. This is kind of like a Sonic 3 Knuckles business where both games are kind of meant to be played at once, so I'm going straight into East 2 after this. The controls, yeah, they work. They definitely work. And the shortcuts, oh, thank goodness. It keeps me from having to pause so much. The bosses are a hit and miss. Some of them I really like, and then there's others that, oh my gosh, they were designed really poorly. But this was the first game, it was a computer game, and obviously nothing was completely refined yet. But still, this game does have some pretty bad bosses. But the combat, simple as it is, it works. There's actually some strategizing to have to be done with how you position yourself to attack the enemies. I think overall, at least 1 is a solid game, and it's still very enjoyable to play to this day. If you're looking for an adventure series, I really think you should go for East. Most of these games are on Steam, but I really recommend you get the first 2 games first. They really tie in very well, and none of the other games are going to matter to you nearly as much unless you play through the first 2 games first and understand the history, lore, and the characters of the land of East. So, after this, I will go into the second game. So, until then, this has been Tailspin 109. Have a nice day. Is there more? Oh, there we go. You know, this is actually the first time I've saw this screen, because all the other times it would crash before it got to the credits, so I might as well show this off, right? To be continued in East 2. Yeah, I have to play this game right after. It's a direct sequel. It's the Sonic and Knuckles of East. Until Adol's next journey, which is right after, this has been Tailspin 109, and now, have a nice day.